Welcome back to another review of Kagarubachi chapters 58 through 63, and this is just a small little summary, but boy has the stakes been risen once again. I've been a little afraid to review, this anime simply because of my last copyright strike, but I understand it now, so we should all be gravy. And seeing Mr.Samura become the traitor truly was shocking. I mean, my goodness. It's always the broken, blind dudes that are always up to no good. After he knocks out most of the crew with Toby Mine, he insists that it's time for Mr. Uruha and him to have a little chat about their sins. He asks about the blood on their hands and how they are not heroes, but in fact terrors to the world. In order to pay for his sins, he is going to kill all the sword bearers and destroy their contracts, including himself. And even though he is working with the Ishaku on this plan, he's not going to let them slide for their crimes against humanity. He's going to slaughter them all and take them to hell with him. So basically, this guy is on a suicide mission, which honestly doesn't surprise me because he seems to fit this type of persona. Urua does not like his plans, but Mr.Samura has already made up his mind, so they fight. Well, can I even call this a fight? Because Mr.Samura just strikes him down with one blow. Jeez, this guy's strength is on a different planet. And our guy Chihiro shows up after Hirohiko plants in his mind that Mr.Samura was working with them, and we find out that he indeed was not lying. Chihiro charges at Mr.Samura but gets sliced to death, and Shiba is back in the fold to hold him. And apparently, Shiba already knew everything. And what the actual F? This is getting way too crazy. So it seems that the Hishaku know about their sins, and he wants to get rid of everyone involved before it becomes public knowledge. And Samura's low-key broken as hell because his owl ability lets him detect enchanted blades so no stone gets untouched. But back to our MC, he is in fact still alive, but Shiba informs him that he did die, and that his heart completely stopped for a while. Somehow, after a couple of minutes, his body started to heal itself and he resurrected. But his eternal contract with Enten is gone. And our boy does start to ask some very tough questions. He wonders what sins was Mr.Samura referring to that him and his father participated in, but got interrupted by Ro, the little leader of the Mizumi. And they are determined to whip Mr.Samura back into shape, and Shiba then pulls Enten out of his cheeks and gives it to Chihiro. But let's talk about Shiba real quick. He's being a double agent right now, and I don't like that. He's way too mysterious and has yet to really show his true power, considering he's not even a sword wielder, and yet no one has even tried him. Even the Hishaku members don't really engage with him. His interactions with Mr.Samura prove that he's probably just as strong, if not stronger, considering they are working together. But only time will tell. And now the Masumi plus Chihiro are now on a mission to fight Mr.Samura. So we learned that if Chihiro uses Enten, they're pretty much done for, because Mr.Samura will automatically detect him. However, they need him to take out the Hishakus. But if the Hishakus were to find out about his daughter whose secret identity is hidden, they would gain all the leverage back against Mr.Samura, breaking this three-way deadlock. So the Mizumi have to find her before they do. And you're probably wondering how she flies under the radar, and it's because Mr.Samura put a spell on her, showing how far he's willing to go to protect her. The story then shifts to Kyoto, and the Hishakus are already on the move looking for her. We see some daughter lore as she already feels the weird change in energy from Mr.Samura's owl ability. And we learn that her memory is sealed, but because of his energy radiating, she is probably going to unbreak the seal herself if she keeps thinking about it. The Hishaku pull up on her math class and start killing all the boys and getting them out the way because the only info they have on her is the fact that she's a girl. But Chihiro shows up just in the nick of time to put an end to their madness. And Ro pulls up on the daughter while she is downstairs and kidnaps her while Chihiro is fighting the other members in the classroom. And all of a sudden, they all make their way outside, and now it's a full-blown on war. They are going at it, and the panels look absolutely insane. These wide shots and double spreads are done to perfection. Civilians are being annihilated, all at the expense of keeping her alive.